Hey guys, today is day 10 of my Make a Video Day for the Month of May project. So let's talk video games. One of my favorite video games of all time is Assassin's Creed and the series of it. I want to talk a bit about the series though. First off, how I got into Assassin's Creed was that my brother started playing the Assassin's Creed 1 and I found it really interesting to watch. I would actually come home excited to just watch him play this game, which is kind of funny, but to me it seemed a lot like a movie, so I was really excited by it. And then one day he started playing the second one, Assassin's Creed 2, which introduces a new character whose name is Ezio Auditore. I was very excited for him to start playing this because the graphics had gotten better and the gameplay had gotten better, so it was like an even better movie. So I'd still come home and I'd be very excited to watch him play this game, and then at one point he started continuing to play the game even when I wasn't there, which started getting me upset because then I would miss certain major plot points in the story, so then there'd be like holes in the story and I'd have no idea what's going on. Then one day he finished the game without me and I was quite upset because I came home and I'm like, yeah, let's see the end of it. And he's like, I already finished it. I'm like, what? No, you can't finish it. And he's like, well, I'm not going to tell you, but if you want to know what happens, then play the game for yourself. So I kind of thought about it for a while. I'm like, well, I could start playing the second one, or I could go back and play the first one first. So what I did was I went back and I played the first one all by myself, and I got hooked. If you haven't played it, it's been out for a long time and you should definitely play it because it's a very good game. It's a big waiting game, basically, because you have to plan out your kill and then make your kills, but you don't like just run in there and start slashing everybody to bits, because it doesn't work that way. That's not how assassins work. Then there's the third one, Brotherhood. So then you have the multiplayer online gaming, which is really cool because it was completely new and the other first two games were only single player. Meanwhile, this one has single player for the main game and then has multiplayer for online gaming, which is really cool. And then the fourth one, I'm just going to show the disc because I don't have the case for it. When I went and bought it, I got the case of Brotherhood. I have two Brotherhood cases, but I have one Brotherhood and one Revelations. Assassin's Creed Revelations is the next one. So this is basically Ezio when he's really old, and you also see a lot more of Altair, who's in the first one, in this one. So it does a lot of backtracking, so you see more of his story rather than just from this. Either Revelations or number 2 was my favorite. I really like number 2 because it was an introduction of a new character and it got much better gameplay, as well as graphics and animations and such like that. And I really like Assassin's Creed Revelations because honestly, one of my main points is that I like the opening song for the title sequence. I don't know why, it's really awesome. Every time I turn it on to go play it, I would sit there and listen to the song play through and then I'd start the game. One of my biggest pet peeves about the Assassin's Creed series is that a lot of people feel that the first one is not important to the rest of the storyline in the rest of the games. But honestly, it is important because it's the first game. It sets up the story. You understand why they're doing what they're doing. You understand the whole aspect of like what's actually going on, because when you start the second game, you get just thrown into where the first game left off. And if you haven't played the first game, then you're going to be extremely confused about what's going on, even though they do like a little before type of thing and they explain like what happened. But if you don't play the first one, you're just going to be confused. A lot of people complain that this is very repetitive and that there's not much actual storyline into the game, but honestly there is. If you listen to the words of the conversations and actually what's going on, you can realize that there is a lot of storyline in this game. Question of the day today is, have you ever played Assassin's Creed? And if so, which one is your favorite? I want to go play Assassin's Creed now that I've talked about it for a good, like, 20 minutes. Okay. Bye. Mwah.